Welcome everybody here. This is such a nice, intimate little gathering. It's amazing to see a room with really this few people that's capable of making such a tremendous impact in the community we live in. And this is the second year I've had a chance to get out here and do this, and I look forward to this year much more than the first, because now I know what to expect, and I've gotten to know a couple of you a little bit and the impact that you've been able to make. And I can't say thank you enough. If you don't know me, my name is Paul Gerke. I'm an anchor at 12 News. I host the morning show, which just recently was renamed to Today in AZ, so I'm going to try not to screw the name up. I also host our Cardinal show on Sunday nights. I'd like to welcome all of you to the 2018 Principal for a Day luncheon here at GCU. Welcome all the business leaders and all of you working in schools and administrations that are making such an impact for the champions and the students here in the Valley. 12 News has been participating in this program, just like I said, for the last 2 years, since it was reinstated back in 2010. We're a proud sponsor, but we're not the only proud sponsor. This program wouldn't be possible without the things you see on the slide. That's my handsome face. Sorry, guys. That was a staged photo shoot. I want to thank Grand Canyon University first and foremost. Every time I come out to this campus, I'm just wowed by how amazing it is. I've had a chance to speak with a couple classes in the communications department, and there's some really bright young kids and even brighter administrators and faculty out here. And how's the lunch? I haven't had a chance. Thumbs up, thumbs down? Largely thumbs up. Congrats. I hope you're enjoying. I also want to say thanks to the Mayor's Youth and Education Commission for helping connect nearly 90 business members with nearly 90 public and charter schools in the Valley. That's a pretty significant number. I feel like you guys all deserve a round of applause. There you go. Before we really get underway, I want to thank all the business representatives too, the school principals and the distinguished guests that are here. We're inviting you all to take out your phones. Social media is a beautiful thing for sending the message that we're trying to send. If you haven't had a chance to use the photo frames here and use the hashtags PFAD and PHXachieves, when you're done with your lunch, definitely do that and get that stuff out there. We want to get the word out about this program, and to do that, you can do it on social media, and we could also do it with the beauty of video. So before we welcome our first guest, we'd like to show a short video to you guys.
Champions never lose. It's time to show the world what they've waited for. Something like they've never seen before. Whoa, just getting started, just getting started. Reaching for the stars. We'll raise our colors high, we've come so far. Whoa, just getting started, just getting started. There's nothing stopping us, yeah, we're just getting started. Blasting right to the top, making that needle drop. Do you hear that roaring crowd? Tonight we won't let it out. No time to play it safe, we'll set the record straight. This is our walk-up song, everyone's gonna sing along. Everyone's gonna sing along. It's time to show the world what they've waited for. Something like they've never seen before. Just getting started, just getting started. Reaching for the stars. We'll raise our colors high, we've come so far. Just getting started, just getting started. There's nothing stopping us, yeah, we're just getting started.
I'd first like to invite up to the stage Dr. Tacey Ashby, Senior Vice President of Strategic Educational Alliances here at GCU. That is a mouthful of a title. Dr. Ashby is part of the Mayor's Youth and Education Commission when former Mayor Greg Stanton requested that commission find a way to bring back this event, the Principal for a Day. She was the first person to step forward. She knows just how important it is to create business and school partnerships within our community and provides a lot of services and support for K-12 and public and charter schools in the form of scholarships, interactive development opportunities, STEM events, high school dual enrollment, and more. And her office supports this event as well. So welcome Tacey Ashby to the stage, please.
Thank you so much, Paul. And on behalf of all of us at GCU, thank you for speaking to our classes. We appreciate that. Now, this is a bit uncomfortable. So look here. That's big. Good morning to everyone, almost good afternoon. Yes, my name is Tacey Ashby. I'm one of the senior vice presidents here, and on behalf of President Brian Mueller, I am so pleased to welcome you all to Grand Canyon University for this tremendous event. I'd like to share 3 things that bring me great joy today. First of all, as was mentioned, I'm so proud to be a commissioner for the City of Phoenix Youth and Education Commission, which helps so many students, educators, and school communities in so many ways. So first of all, I'd like to be sure to thank from the bottom of all of our hearts Tim Valencia and his outstanding team. He's doing a great job in the mayor's office, and we appreciate it so much. I'm also proud to be a part of this truly transformative university, transforming the lives of many, many students and transforming the community, indeed. You may have heard the GCU story, now in its 10th year since Brian Mueller joined the university team. Using talents and skills he uniquely held because of his background, and that ranges from being a high school teacher and coach, if you can believe it, all the way to president and CEO of the Apollo Group. He was, I believe, truly called in 2008 to catapult a historically small Grand Canyon college, which was $2 million in debt at the time and almost ready to close, to a university that is affordable and accessible to all classes of students. This was accomplished through a series of very, very wise business decisions on his part. First, as you may have heard the story, going to the public markets, investing that money to develop what you know now as a hybrid campus, ground and online, which has leveraged a common infrastructure, producing huge efficiencies, allowing then GCU to invest not only in its students, but in the neighborhood. And just recently, as you may have heard, bringing it back to its roots full circle as a nonprofit university. So we're really pleased with that full circle story. In so doing, he saved a school of what was at that time 900 students to now 21,000 traditional ground students and over 70,000 online students. From a campus of what was at the time 100 acres to now over 300 acres. This has all afforded tremendous benefits for all of our students. Now we have 9 colleges and over 200 programs. Tuition hasn't been raised. It was just announced yesterday. It will now be for the 11th year in a row, which is pretty fantastic in the world of higher education today. Student debt at GCU is lower than almost all public universities and definitely significantly lower than almost all private universities. And about 50% of our students are graduate in 3 to 3.5 years because of what they come in with dual enrollment. So hearing this story, you can hear the huge value proposition that is being afforded to so many students, with the ability then for those quality students to breathe into the life of our community in so many ways, which has become a GCU hallmark, and so we're also privileged to be a part of that effort. Truly a transformative effort. Also, I want to say this, I am most proud of my professional roots in the K-12 arena, as about half of the participants today are involved in, with my favorite, most cherished job being that of a principal. I commend our principals in the room today for all that you do to establish the vision, to develop a community like-minded in working toward that vision, and for taking the time. We all know how busy you are, and it's become increasingly busy, taking the time to participate in this program, which is so very beneficial in so many ways. We commend you for those extra efforts. I also thank our partners, our Principals for a Day, for extending yourselves as you can learn more about our schools and the students in those schools. I want to say it was about 20 years ago that I was involved in what we heard about the beginnings of this program as a principal at Sandpiper School in the Paradise Valley School District, and it's especially a treat to have Diane Cameron and Gordon Parkman here from Sandpiper Elementary School. Let's give them a hand. So about 20 years ago, I was seated in a like place doing the same thing, and I know the benefits, Diane. Truly, given this background and where I am now, as a partner with the City of Phoenix and all the partners who have participated, thank you very much. And today, I want to welcome you. I want to let you know that we too, here at GCU, are here to support you in any way that we can. And thank you all for the very significant roles that you play in helping to shape tomorrow's youth. May you enjoy and benefit from today's event. Thank you.
I feel like you forgot one thing. I got no Go Lopes. I had no Lopes up at all. You wore the purple, but you didn't throw the Lopes up. Can we get one Go Lopes? Yeah, all right, thank you. I appreciate it. Dr. Ashby, thank you so much. Our next speaker participated in this year's Principal for a Day and has seen firsthand just how classroom teachers are working. And that's really what this is all about, right? It's so easy to criticize, but then when you have a chance to walk a mile in somebody else's shoes, you really see the challenges that they face on a day-to-day basis. She's currently a councilperson for District 5 in Phoenix. She's known for advocating for education equity and high standards in our schools and classrooms. Please join me in welcoming Phoenix Councilwoman who proudly represents City Council District 5, Vania Guevara.
Good afternoon, buenas tardes. As mentioned, my name is Vania Guevara, and welcome to District 5. You're in the heart of our district. I have the unique privilege and just honor of representing West Phoenix on the Phoenix City Council. As was mentioned, this program, Principal for a Day, was actually a program that started in 1991. So for more than 25 years, there's been a commitment with business leaders, neighborhood leaders, and educators to work together to really advocate for our students. Unfortunately, though, the program was eliminated in 2010. The city knew the value of this program and the reason why we had to introduce our businesses to our local school systems to create a deeper awareness and understanding of the issues facing education today and encourage businesses to create partnerships with our local schools. So we brought it back. I want to personally thank the Mayor's Youth and Education Commission for finding creative solutions to bring the program back without using city funds, and it couldn't have happened without a big thank you to community partners such as Grand Canyon University, our school systems, our School Connect program for stepping up and making Principal for a Day 2018 a huge success. I hope you, our business leaders, enjoyed your time learning about what our principals go through on a daily basis. Many of you were immersed with the school's day-to-day operations. Many of you observed family engagement activities, participated in morning announcements, had breakfast in a classroom, had data meetings, specialized programming like Head Start and career technical education meetings, and even me have done some playground duty. Our principals and teachers have an enormous amount of responsibility in and outside of the classroom. Knowing the school's success and challenges makes it easier for us and the city and the community to find ways to really help our schools. I personally had the honor and privilege of serving as principal for a day at Desert Oasis Elementary School, and I actually substitute teach in the Pendergast Elementary School along with my sister, so I'm very familiar with being in the classroom. But really, seeing educators day in and day out really teach with such enthusiasm literally brought tears to my eyes. I had the opportunity to meet with volunteer parents. So I actually stopped and talked to them because my mom was very, very involved in our education growing up. There are 5 of us, and the reason why we have law degrees, master's degrees, bachelor's degrees, and a pilot in the United States Army was because my mom was so involved in our education. My mom was undocumented for a little bit. She had very limited English speaking skills, didn't go to college, but she was able to organize other parents to get involved, and it literally transformed our neighborhood. So I'm so passionate, and unfortunately, especially in the district I serve, we have parents who don't have the flexibility to volunteer their time as much as they can because of demanding work schedules. So it's so important that you all here as business leaders, as advocates, as community partners, step in and serve and really advocate for our kids because it makes such a big difference. The reason why I'm a councilwoman today is because my mom was so involved in my education. So thank you for what you do. It's an immense honor, and I hope you continue to participate in the program and encourage others to do the same. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
Vanya Guevara, everybody. It rolls off the tongue. It sounds like you had a great time at Desert Oasis. It's funny that your mom played such an impact in your life as well. My mom's an educator. She was an elementary school teacher, still is. Not to knock my mom, but I feel like a lot of the other educators I had made such a profound impact on my life and steered me in the direction that I went professionally, and I still think about those people today. So it's good to hear from somebody that actually is still out there substitute teaching as well. We'd like to recognize some of our special guests in the building right now. Mitzi Epstein, Arizona State Representative. Where are you at? Mitzi Epstein. Let's pretend she's here and give her a round of applause. No. Kelly Butler, Arizona State Representative. Kelly? Oh man, we're over 2. And our youth and education members, that's a broad category, right? All right, let's get down to business. The business perspective for Principal for a Day. Welcome Kim Owens up to the stage, the Executive Director of Year Up. It provides urban young adults with skills, experience, and support that empowers them to reach their potential through professional careers in higher education. Kim Owens, everybody.
Good afternoon. So I told my husband, and he discouraged me, that I was going to rename the event to Take Your Uninformed Executive to Work, or to School Day. This is my compromise. I get to mention that and then step away. That's a little spoiler alert about how I feel in my experience. I had such a great day at Alhambra High School with Principal Karen Cardenas. And I'm going to try not to make it all about her, but you have got to know about the quality of leadership that is in our schools. And if that's a spoiler alert to my insights, let it be. My first insight, my first lesson of the day came in the parking lot. And admittedly, I was a little late. And so was the father next to me, who was very rushed and stressed and working to get his daughter into the school. And so we're both a little under pressure, but I could tell he was beating himself up. He was sharing with me how he, as a single dad, didn't know how to care for the needs of his special daughter, and he was just kind of failing at getting her into public school. So while I thought I missed my meet and greet, it really gave me insight as I walked with this gentleman and his daughter, who said hello and has this friendly wave like every few seconds on our short trip into the administration building. And I just had this moment of peace. When they walked in, the staff was amazing. They greeted her with that hello and by name, and then they gave him some comfort and support. And he went out of the door with a smile. She went to class, and my day started. And my first thought was, oh my, I totally underestimated what's involved in this work. I came into this with an idea of what education was, but I'm about to learn that it is so much broader than I ever really knew. And so step one was amazing with the warmth and the commitment and the genuine nature of the staff and the leaders at our school. So I just want to say thanks to those of you who do that every day. she had quite the day planned for me. In what was 4 hours, felt like I'd spend a couple days there because we were pretty busy. We had staff meetings, we went to classrooms, we kind of supervised the transition between class. Apparently, they don't just do that on their own. You have to tell them to go to class, and right, you educators don't laugh at me too hard because I had a vision and we had a lot of supervision to do, and the way that it was done was not the disciplinary, authoritative. There was this warm and compelling approach to the students to help them make the right decisions for themselves. And so I learned a lot about how we treat our people. It's just the same as how I treat my staff. How do we inspire and motivate learning and citizenship and community at our schools? That was every bit my experience at work. The traits of Principal Cardenas, I'll tell you, are the traits of any leader I would put on any team that I've ever been a part of. We have some leadership behaviors at Year Up that we talk about, one of which is inspiring people to the mission. That stands out for me, and whether you're inspiring teachers, teacher leaders, or students, that is so evident at Alhambra High School, and their ability to create community, inspire people towards that community. Driven for results, a little bit competitive. I'm just going to say it's really fun to see her light up about some of the performance issues that she wants to be at the top of the lists on. And so that drive for results is very clear embraced in the power of her team. The time that she spends developing people and empowering people to do the work that they do, these are things that we all share, whether you're in business or education. And so what an insight to what a great institution looks like, whether it's school or work. And Karen, if I could put you on any team, I would, but I am so grateful that you're doing what you're doing, where you're doing, and I just want to take this audience to say thank you for your leadership and your drive to turning that school into a place that's Disneyland for the community. It's a great, happy place people want to be. Thank you for that. Can you guys help me? Tim Valencia with the city said, share a little bit about what you took from it and what are you going to do now? Look, I think the takeaway from someone who's very inexperienced in this space, number one, one of my first goals is this is too small of a group to be having this experience and this conversation. And my hope is that, think of it, for all of you who are in the audience, if you invited one person to participate next year, we could take a lot more space. I bet these bleachers roll back, or we could do something. But this could be a lot bigger. And I know my own commitment is that I'm not going to keep it to myself when I get that invitation. Is anybody with me? You got to circulate this to your networks. And the reason why is because I realize now education is not for those who signed up to do the job. I don't have kids, so I'm not involved in my school volunteering and do all that. But why wouldn't I be involved with a school? And I will now, because it's all of our responsibility. It is. This is not a problem or a challenge for just those who work in the industry. This is a community, this is a village, as they say, that needs to be formed. And I see Principal Cardenas doing it, building partnerships and doing all the right things to help the community support her. And our commitment, my husband and I are looking at, why do we give just to nonprofits? And I know I am a nonprofit, but I'm saying, why do we give just that way? There's the tax credit, and that's wonderful, but there are other ways to give that don't involve just having to do it through the tax credit. So I've got a lot going on up here to help inspire my community, my network, and if I could leave you with any thoughts today, that's why we're here. So next year when that invitation comes around, please forward it to your networks. Let's double the participation in here, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for the opportunity and the chance to share that experience with you. Thank you.
Oh man, I can't bend this thing back up, so I'm gonna have to do one of these power squat moves now. It's time for to get the school perspective of things. We're hearing about business leaders that have been stepping into to schools, maybe for the first time, maybe for the second time, hopefully not for the last time. But there's the other side of that coin too. So we'd like to welcome Marilyn Bond, the principal for Tomahawk School in the Cartwright Elementary School District. She's here to share her experience as a school principal who welcomed a local business leader into her school. So let's give it up for Marilyn Bond, please.
Good morning. I want to take a moment to thank the City of Phoenix for providing this opportunity for business leaders to visit our schools and get a little tiny glimpse of what it is that goes on in our schools every single day. The last 3 years, I've had the opportunity to host. The first one was Representative Daniel Valenzuela. Last year, Ray Chu came from the Business Journal, and this year was Joe Barba from Goodwill. This experience has afforded me the opportunity, excuse me, not only to share the challenges that we have in education, but also our amazing kids. I have a school full of 700 and almost 800 kids of amazing children that come from different backgrounds, especially from at-risk learners environment. But I also had the opportunity to share the passion and the love and commitment that we have as the staff, our teachers, and I myself for our kids and what we do as we serve our communities. So I believe that in your case as business people, that it's extremely important that you participate in this event for many reasons, but I believe that especially because it develops awareness of what happens in our schools. And also, to have some life experiences. I hear a lot of people saying in schools, and I always want to ask, when was the last time you were in one? Show up and be there for you to be aware and have those experiences. And although you might think this morning, I would say to you that the support that we need is financial, and don't get me wrong, we would love that too, but we need so much more. What we would need is, as business partners, for you to become an active participant in our schools. As Kim, please forgive me, I don't remember your last name, Kim, but as Kim mentioned, to be going back to the school that she was at or advocating for school and education, that's what we need from you as business partners. Our schools look very, very different today than when you were educated. Especially I was educated long before most of you, so they look very, very different. And so what we need from you is to know, how do we prepare our students for the workplace? What jobs do they need? What do we need to do to get them ready so that they're able to meet the needs that you have in your business, in your different businesses? And preparing students for the 21st century looks very different than before. Before, we used to prepare the kids and have our little groups and make sure that they knew how to get along with each other and talk to one another. But there's so much more we need to get them ready for the jobs that are going to be available when our kids graduate from high school. We need your help in partnering with us to prepare students that no matter where they come from, where they were born, or where they live, they need to be able to be ready to join the workforce and to have opportunities for them to do so. Working in a school where my kids don't have role models, for you to come on in and be able to even come to a class and read, or show up and read with a student, maybe 3 times a year. It might be an hour of your day, but what an amazing gift to that one child. You can transform that child for eternity. And that's what's so important, what your part needs to be as you share in with the responsibility of raising our students. I do want to thank you for this opportunity of speaking to you this morning. Not only on behalf of my own students in our building, but also on behalf of the students that are all across the city. Only you can make a difference when you impact or touch the life of one of those little boys and girls. My job every day as an administrator is to show up and change the life of a student forever. And I attempt to do that every single day. Is it easy? Absolutely not. Our job is never ending. I got a call at 7:30 on Friday night because there was a concern at our school. It's an ongoing 7/24. It never ends. But when I change the life of a child and I see them I see the hope in their eyes when I say, you can be successful too, I know that I've done what I need to do. I challenge you to do the same. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marilyn. I think you made a couple outstanding points. I can only speak from my own experience, but the scariest question that I got asked when I was in school is, what do you want to do? You know, where do you want to be? Where do you want to work? That's a terrifying question, I think, even for some adults that don't know exactly what they want to do for their lives. And I'm thankful for all those that took the steps necessary to sort of prepare me and people like me for a career. And another point that you made, too, I think that the sooner you can get to those kids, too, because those teachers and the principals, they're not just teachers and principals. Your confidants, your counselors, your parents in your own right. And it just makes such a tremendous impact. So thank you, Marilyn, for everything that you do and for coming up here and speaking today. We also want to recognize and thank the schools and the business community who have committed to personally engage in Principal for a Day and see firsthand the incredible things that our schools and our students are accomplishing every day, and also to witness the challenges that administrators face as they try to ensure that every child has the same sort of quality education that they're capable of providing. So could all the community leaders who were principals for a day and actually participated, could you please stand up so we could recognize you? Thank you very much. We'd also like to recognize the brave school principals who opened the doors to their schools. Could you please stand? Thank you. Just one more reminder to tweet and Facebook about today's event using the hashtags you see there. That's what I was doing over there. I swear I wasn't texting and losing interest in what you were saying, I promise. I'd like to direct your attention to the screen one more time. We're going to take a look at an overview of the Principal for a Day program. This was produced by the City of Phoenix education channel, No 99.
Principal for a Day matches those businesses that have an interest in engaging our schools.
It's a really great building of partnerships, and community is at the heart of who we are as an organization, and so it's really great to be a part of this.
It's been exciting and rewarding to have somebody on our campus to actually spend the time with us and see what's going on campus and the classroom and with our staff members.
We're talking about community members, we're talking about community-based organizations that offer resources and referrals, and even our corporate executives. It's really engaging our entire community.
This has been a fantastic opportunity, and I can just say I've seen so many parallels to companies in terms of education and process. It's really fascinating.
To have a program that's set up for someone to come visit is just amazing.
Our principals take them in and out of classrooms. They may observe teachers. They may participate in professional development that our teachers are engaging in.
Such an asset for our community. I think more people need to take advantage of it. Like, what an incredible chance for business leaders and educators to connect.
We want our business leaders to understand what it takes to be a great principal in the City of Phoenix.
These students are the future of our community, and the better educated they are, the better supported they are, the better our community will do.
One of the visits that I participated in is Humber High, and the business was amazed at the soft skills the students were learning around healthcare and what it takes to be in the healthcare system. So these businesses are seeing that really within that high school system, how they're getting our students work ready.
Letting them get to know all of us and sharing all the great things we do, and then hearing about all the great things they do. Because the relationships that we make last.
It's been really fun to see the family environment that they've created here specifically, and everything is really inclusive, and I think that's been the best part about today.
Our goal is that this is not a one-time meeting, that this business will come and bring their employees, will bring other community members to help this school achieve whatever their goal is.
The next speaker is from an organization that sponsored this year's event. She's an outstanding member of the Mayor's Youth and Education Commission. Please welcome our keynote speaker, Jill Hicks, to the stage. If you haven't heard Jill speak before, she's very well spoken. She's the Director of Business Partnerships at School Connect. They provide partnerships by engaging the faith community and businesses to adopt local schools. So Jill Hicks, everybody.
Welcome. I'm so happy to be here and so excited to share some stories about this event and about the wonderful collaborations that are happening in our community. Thank you for participating in Principal for a Day and for caring about building partnerships between our schools, our businesses, and our communities. I am a proud member of the Youth and Education Commission. I work with a wonderful nonprofit, School Connect. I'm a parent of 2 high school students, a passionate community advocate, a taxpayer, and I have seen how partnerships that you are building have positively impacted our schools. Partnering is not just about pouring additional resources into our schools. It's about learning together, exchanging ideas, and collaborating in a way that benefits all parties. Collaboration literally means the process of bringing 2 or more partners together to complete a task or achieve a goal. And what do we have in common that we could collaborate around? Our students that are in our schools, that are our future, that are dreaming of new jobs that we didn't know we needed, and they are thinking about solutions differently. One super quick story about how differently our students approach a problem. So, last year, a small plastic L-shaped piece that holds 2 pieces of our patio furniture together broke when we were moving the furniture around the backyard. No big deal. I put it on the coffee table and thought at some point I'd look up the 800 number and order another piece. My daughter's friend, who was in 8th grade at the time, happened to be over, and she asked what the piece was that had still been sitting on my coffee table for a week and a half or so. I told her it was part of our patio furniture and it broke. She asked if she could fix it, and I gave it to her. The next day, I happened to be driving home and saw her just as she got off the school bus and asked if she needed a ride. And she proudly handed me a brand new replacement part for our patio furniture. She had printed it that day on the 3D printer at Mountain Sky Junior High. She had even engraved our last name Hicks on it. It blew my mind because printing that piece would never have occurred to me as the solution for that problem. That's why collaborating with our community brings diversity of thought, which leads to more and often even better solutions. School Connect partners with schools to help them engage their businesses, faith, nonprofit, and community partners. We know the community wants to be involved with the schools. Sometimes just finding the right vehicle for engagement can be the initial challenge. School Connect has asset maps to identify community partners in each school district. We provide training on best practices for engagement. We coordinate opportunities to make these connections, and we have an annual summit, which will be right here in this same arena at GCU on January 24th. And that's where we showcase the amazing success stories that result when schools, businesses, and the community create valuable partnerships. I love Principal for a Day because it is one of those vehicles to help connect our businesses and community leaders with our schools. I loved in the video when Christine Hollingsworth, the very proud principal of Acacia School, said, "The relationships that we make last." And I know Christine, and I know that's true. And Tim Valencia said, "The goal of this is not to be a one-time event. This is so businesses will come back and continue to engage and bring their employees. The goal is to ignite a lasting partnership that will evolve into something that will truly benefit both parties." I want to share just a few quick stories that further showcase the unique, exciting, and innovative ways that schools, businesses, and community partners are working together in meaningful ways right here in the Valley. And since we are at GCU, let me share a cool story about our partnership with them. GCU introduced us to 2 of their brilliant students that had created a business called Profit Insight. Their business can aggregate info from many databases to create, in our case, a powerful mapping tool that allows us to plug in the name of a school district and, in a click, pull all the School Connect partners that we are connected to, all the businesses with more than 25 employees, and all the faith partners within that school district boundary. So when we are working with a district or a single school that is wanting to identify potential partners, we can support their effort in just a couple clicks. Perhaps the school has a STEM focus or an arts focus, and we can also segment those businesses by industry to better identify the partners that the schools might want to connect with. So this collaboration with GCU, the Business Profit Insight, our nonprofit, has allowed us to better serve the schools in helping them to identify and build partnerships in a way we never would have considered or had knowledge to do on our own. At our summit last year, we had Dutch Brothers share a little bit about their thoughts around philanthropy, the value of education, and how they want to connect with schools. One of the projects that resulted from this, which is literally just happening right now, is, little history, Dutch Brothers gives out a sticker once a month. Are any of you familiar with that? And it is a coveted treasure. There are a limited amount, and it's first come, first serve. I have 2 high school students myself, so I can attest to the passion around getting this sticker every month. It's right up there with really fast Wi-Fi on their list of priorities. Alice Cooper Solid Rock Teen Center is a nonprofit that has a phenomenal art center, among other things, and serves teenagers. The center is located in and works closely with the Paradise Valley School District. There also happens to be 4 Dutch Brothers locations located within the PV School District. So we thought, wouldn't it be amazing to invite the students, their customers, to design the sticker? Well, it turns out that was a pretty good idea, and the students worked with Solid Rock to design their stickers. We displayed the top-ranking stickers at First Friday. We invited local artists and Councilwoman Deborah Stark as celebrity judges, and ultimately it went on the Dutch Brothers Instagram story, and the final winner was selected. Not only did the student with the winning design get their sticker printed and distributed by Dutch Brothers, which will happen next week on October 31st at their locations, and they get Dutch Brothers for a year, but this collaboration between the PV School District, the business Dutch Brothers, the nonprofit Solid Rock, was truly a win-win. Ultimately, the talent of amazing student artists was displayed for all to see. Dutch Brothers was able to involve their dedicated fans in a project they loved, and Solid Rock was able to serve more students. Love Our Schools Day is another effort to bring community members to school campuses to do projects. Last year, 18,000 volunteers served at 387 schools on 37 campuses, or 37 districts in Arizona. This year, one of the most interesting projects, I thought, was at Scott Libby School in the Pendergast School District. One of their projects was painting a sensory path for students. Wow. Not only is this an incredible project to meet the needs of students on their campus, plus it's beautiful, but I am sure that some of the community partners there that day did not even know what a sensory path was or why it was used. So this collaboration created an opportunity for our community, our taxpayers, our volunteers, to better understand what is happening in our schools and what methods are being used to meet those needs and why. One final story that yields some additional unexpected and totally awesome outcomes. Back to School Bounty is a nonprofit. It's sponsored entirely by businesses. It was started by Adolphson and Peterson, and it's an effort to deliver boxes full of supplies to teachers. They partnered with us at an annual event we host called 2 Minute to Win It, where we invite incredible businesses and nonprofits to share for 2 minutes about how they engage and support schools. At this event, several schools were selected to receive those Back to School Bounty boxes. And as they delivered those boxes and spent time with the teachers they met and the schools they toured, they were inspired and overwhelmed. Getting to see the good work happening in schools throughout Arizona and being able to share that news with all of the businesses that support this effort is awesome and creates public ambassadors for our schools that are able to go out there and spread the word about the incredible successes happening in our schools. It also allows our community to see the needs. That is important for people to fully see and understand what is at stake with our bond and override dollars. However, the unintended collaboration success story I want to share is that while Back to School Bounty was at this event, talking to schools and building partnerships, they also started to partner with the other businesses in the room. They connected with Harkins, another nonprofit called Butterfly Effect, Fry's Food Stores, and they ultimately decided to bank with Mountain America Credit Union, who was another business presenting at this event. What I love about this is that this event allowed our schools to meet partners, and many of our business partners would connect with one another in their efforts to support schools. I just want to thank everyone that participated in Principal for a Day, whether it was your first time or whether you've done it before. This particular opportunity is just one piece to the multiple layers it will take to build trust, identify opportunities for collaboration, and create sustainable partnerships to further enhance the incredible academic experiences happening at our phenomenal schools. And when we are united with the same goals, fully engaging our community, the most innovative solutions and outcomes can and are happening for our students. So thank you for the role that you play with this.
Thank you, Jill. As billed, an excellent speaker. We're thankful that you're committed to our community and ensuring our schools build those equitable partnerships. And thank you for all you do with School Connect as well. And thank you for Love Our School Days program, too. Our next speaker is going to provide another business perspective on participating for Principal in a Day. She's the Director of Marketing for Red Development, who has built and managed some amazing places right in downtown Phoenix. Please give a huge welcome to Sarah Anderson, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. This is, to me, an honor, but also I'm going to start with, get your calendars out. November 23rd is the grand opening of the City Skate ice skating rink, and it is an alternative Black Friday market that is a huge celebration for Phoenix that has both huge art installations this year, ice skating, local vendors, and I would not be in the role that I am without using some of this time to tell you about an event. Like he said, I am the marketing director for Red Development. Cityscape in downtown Phoenix is kind of the home base of this. That's where you'll find the ice skating rink. And I was asked to talk about Principal for a Day program, and I am honored. I love this program. This is my second year doing it. I had the honor of hanging out with Principal Cabrera last year at the Franklin Police and Fire High School, which is a police and fire high school. Like, it's the charter system in Phoenix Union High School system blows my mind. It's crazy, it's innovative, and to know that that exists and there are people like Principal Cabrera out there is amazing to me. I am honored to have asked to come back for year 2. I was placed at Wilson Wilson College Preparatory High School. And for me, as a business mind, like, I'm constantly focusing on strategy. What's the bottom line? How am I going to meet expectations? What's going to be the synergies? So, like, to enter a school setting is to be, like, blown away with intention, purpose, extra care, extra things. So for me as a business professional, why does this matter? How do I tell people that I work with that this matters? Well, I get to connect with future leaders. I get to connect with the future workforce potentially. I get to connect with a future, colleague of mine. So in my due diligence, I get to meet the next generation, and hopefully they'll remember my personality, my energy, and want to come work for companies that took the time out of their day to get to know them. So, I could go on and on about the list of opportunities or why this matters to me, but honestly, I felt like the best way to tell this story was to honestly tell my personal story of the day that I had at Wilson College Prep, because, forgive me if I get choked up, because it was really meaningful. It was a really meaningful experience because Principal Keone Dang, he's not here right now because he's doing something amazing and brilliant, and like the majority of the principals here, like you're working overtime. Like I don't know how you keep your schedule straight. I thought my schedule was crazy, but to look at your actual calendars, you need assistance for your assistants, I feel like. You guys are crazy. You blow my mind. So just hanging out with Principal Dang, I felt like I got this VIP backstage tour of what the avid learning approach is. And bear with me, I'm going to explain this to you because I'm still learning too. I'm still curious about it. Again, am blown away, and I'm sorry I keep using blown away, but that's the best word I can use to explain this experience. So AVID stands for Advancement via Individual Determination, so AVID. And Kim, you'll appreciate this. I'm using some time to advocate on behalf of my experience to tell everybody else what this was. So hopefully you'll all know what AVID is by the time I get done with this. But to put it in a Twitter version, I know this is a huge, complex learning approach, but to put it into size of like my brain's digestible material is to say that AVID is the shift from teaching to coaching. So when you're looking at teaching, you're kind of like instructing people. I mean, the way I learned, I might look young, but I'm older than you think. But the way I learned, I was just taught. I was told what to do. I was told what to do. So this new encouragement of how do you coach? How do you coach to somebody's curiosity? How do you get them to problem solve on their own? How do you get them to ask their peers? How do you get a collaboration of individuals to support an individual students? Because the principal has a full schedule. The teachers have a full schedule. And to understand that awareness that like the age-old adage that it takes a village is the exact thing. Like I don't like cliches until they have meaning like this kind of experience does. Then it resonates. So to understand going from coaching or going from teaching to coaching, really, I picked up on that. Like, I get it. I was in sports. I still am in sports. I'm still an athlete. That's kind of the mentality that I roll with. But I just was wowed at the fact that the AVID program, the curriculum that's established, is really just a methodology in how to empower the students to problem solve on their own. And I honestly, I can't think of a better way to teach tomorrow's youth how to succeed in the world that's ever changing, ever evolving, than to teach them how to solve their own problems. So that is amazing. I want to watch this high school grow. There's the Wilson College Prep is a school that started from the Wilson Elementary School, and so they're just starting the high school experience. They have up to a sophomore level, but they're going to grow into their juniors and seniors in years to come. They're going to need more funding and they're going to need more space. So putting that out there too. But I do know that in watching the teachers, in talking to the students, I did pull students aside. I pulled teachers aside. I asked them what they think about this process, what they think is happening in their day-to-day lives. And you know, it's easy to talk about the kids that are excelling. It's easy to talk about the kids that are succeeding. And, you know, it's even easy to talk about the kids that aren't succeeding. But to kind of coach along the students that are at the B to C range is kind of where Principal Dang was focused on. He's like, here are the students that are, you know, if she just does one more thing, she's going to get to the advanced level. Like pointing out and directing the initiative and the effort to the people that don't necessarily get that kind of notoriety so much was an eye-opening to me on how to teach a collective group of students. So then enters the actual challenge. So I was asked to talk about what happens at this school, what the successes were and what the challenges are, and the challenge was pretty obvious. You've got a whole bunch of high school students that they lack focus, they lack an attention span. The demographics within the Wilson College Prep area, there's a lot of families that have broken homes, that don't have a supportive system at home when they get home. So to train a young mind to look past that, to still find the self-empowerment from within is up to the schools and now the community. So in my mind, after hearing that, I mean, I'm going to come up with ideas until you're sick of me. So bear with me. But my brain turns on, like, how do we fix this? Okay, I see the deficit. You guys are working overtime. Like, how do I become a part of this? And again, as a business mind, what are my assets? What are my assets that don't cost enough money to break the bank? Like, I can't spend a boatload of money, even though I want to, but I can't. So just weighing through what actually exists in my portfolio. So I know I mentioned Cityscape as the entry to this, but there's a sneaker effect that's what I connect with. That's what I can offer to students. That's what I can offer to schools. I can offer incentives. I can offer the idea that if you, over the semester, can build yourself into a point where you have passed the level that the principal and your teachers expect you to pass, and then you get to go for the day on the ice rink in the middle of downtown Phoenix, and it's all yours for an hour. It's not that much for me. But for the students, it's everything. It's everything. So that's not where the story ends, though. Like that to me, like, done. We're doing it. We're moving. Logistics are easy for me. Let's just figure this out. We'll get it done. Give me the dates. Give me the times. We're good. So when I worked, I followed up with Principal Dang. And honestly, like, I look at him as a friend at this point. Like, I get some great ideas about my own life. So I will keep in touch with him past working in a collaborative sense. But when I caught back up with him to plan the day, he blew my mind in a way that I didn't realize the impact that I had personally. And this is where I get choked up, because this is a part where me being there, me asking questions to the students, me complimenting them on their work, me saying how organized this one student is, just after I left, bred questions about, like, who is she? What's she doing here? Why, she's a business leader? She represents a business community and she runs an ice skating rink? Oh, maybe I can do it. And you know, I love that. Like, if I'm that approachable where, like, I might not fit the stereotypical business leader look, awesome. Then let's work together to get you to that place too. Like, to me, that's a great starting point. And in the grand scheme of things, like, if they just want me to come back and show up and talk, I'll come back and show up and talk. Opportunity costs nothing. I'm engaged because of this program. I thank this program for allowing me to be a part of this, but honestly, as a business leader as well, talking to everybody else, just showing up matters and talking about it, and honestly moving forward to find those assets that we can find some collaboration to. So I thank you for having me. I thank you for letting me speak, and that is it. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Sarah. You know firsthand how important it is to involve business in our education system, and I live right downtown by the ice skating rink there, so I feel like I'm going to hurt myself every time I come out there, but as long as the kids don't, that's what matters, right? Yeah, give me a little assistance. Just want a quick reminder for you guys. I'm sorry, I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. We do encourage you to check out the city resources we have on the left side of the room once we wrap up here. And we also like to encourage you to eat more food because I'm pretty sure, I'm not a nutritionist, but the calories don't count when you're doing something good for the community. So lots of extra food back there in the back. I want to thank everybody again for coming out today, the principals and local leaders, for letting people come into your schools and for going to those schools to learn more about education in our state. And finally, I'd like to introduce you to the chair of the Mayor's Youth and Education Commission, Netta Shafir. She spearheaded the program. She's a founding member that ensures the program is successful. So please welcome Netta to the stage.
Oh, great, a fan club. I watch everyone looking at their watches, thinking about their to-do and their to-don'ts. And I know when you're the last speaker, the most important thing is to close it up and get people on their way. So I'm proud to be part of the commission. I thank the I thank the commissioners for being here today. We're involved in literacy, in preventing college dropouts, and college access. I want you to think about, what is your part in that? You committed your time, you committed your energies, you committed yourself to being part of the solution. So what I want to ask of you is, what's your next step? What can you do? It doesn't take money, it takes some time, it takes some resources, it takes some collective thinking, but you can do it. So you're going to, I sound like a bossy kindergarten teacher. Wow, that was a former life. Yes, that was funny. So before you leave, I want you to turn to the people next to you that came into your schools, and I want you to invite them to your next step. I want you to talk about what's important to you and what's important to them. You've come into our schools. Now let our schools come into your businesses or organizations and see what you do. How can you be a part of that? How can you partner? What can you do together? There are so many things, but only you have the answers. We can help you with it. We can provide resources, but you are the ones that can solve that challenge and make that difference in our children's lives. The City of Phoenix children are counting on you to be part of their future. Please have that conversation. You're going to get an email from the city asking you, what are your next steps? So since I can see you're all overachievers, you will have already done that. So congratulations. Thank you so much to everybody who put this event on today. It was wonderful. Keep up the conversations, the great work, and supporting our schools. We truly need you. Thank you. God bless.
I think that's the end of the booklet. I'm not 100% sure. I'm teased. Thanks again to everybody who came up here and spoke today, and for all of you that took the time out of your day to come and attend. It's about building our community. It's about linking resources together. You can't rely on social media networks to do all that stuff, so it's great just to have that face-to-face interaction that we had here today. So on behalf of 12 News, Grand Canyon University, and the City of Phoenix, I want to thank you for being a champion for the students in our community. Thank you for your time, everybody. Hopefully I'll see you again next year.